Rockies Conference matchup, featuring the Big Blue of Swampscott High School and the home team, Lady Bulldogs. At this time, I would ask everyone to please rise and move your caps as the LEHS High School Junior ROTC presents the colors of our fine nation, and we have the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the Paul Cavanaugh Fieldhouse at Lynn English High School for Northeastern Conference basketball. Tonight, it's the Lynn English Lady Bulldogs hosting the Swampscott Big Blue. And here we go with the starting lineups for the visiting Swampscott Big Blue. At forward, number 24, a sophomore, Ella Sprague. Freshman guard, number 5, Sophie DeGrande. Senior guard, number 4, Grace DeGrande. Senior forward, number 15, Nikki Rosa. And a senior guard, number 11, Katie Watts. And the head coach is Caitlin Leonard. And now for the home Lynn English Lady Bulldogs. At forward, number 23, a junior, Jessica Ruiz. At guard, junior, number 10, Maylin Echeverria. At guard, a freshman, number 4, Kalia Reynoso. At guard, junior, number 5, Juliana Perry. And at forward, a junior, number 15, Michaela Johnson. Head coach for the Lady Bulldogs is Mackenzie Charles. And as the teams huddle up, and looks like the Big Blue is over there praying to the hardwood gods over there. The wave, they're making a wave, and we're hearing it. So they, once again, Lynn English is going to have their hands full. They've had a string of tough opponents. Swampscott comes in with a record of 6-1. They're 3-0 in Northeastern Conference play, 6-1 on the season. Lynn English going through a rough spot here against tough competition. They are 2-2 in the league and 5-4 overall. They played an excellent Peabody team last Friday and barely lost 49-45. And they played a tough New Mission squad. So they've had their hands full here. Lynn Classical beat them. Won't get much easier here, as this is a senior-laden lineup for Swampscott with tri-captains Nikki Rosa, Katie Watts, and Grace DeGrande. I don't know if that's her sister. But we have dueling freshman guards here for Swampscott. Sophie DeGrande as quickly Juliana Perry with the rebound, and she gets fouled quickly. For English, it's number 4, Kalia Reynoso, an explosive freshman. She had a great game against Peabody. I believe she scored 17 points, leading the way for English in that close loss. But here we go, we're just underway. Swampscott comes out man-to-man. Perry, this is Reynoso, drives the lane. Beautiful little runner by Kalia Reynoso to open the scoring. English comes out man-to-man as well. This is DeGrande. Nice no-look pass. And the rebound, that's Ella Sprague. She is a sophomore. Other than that, freshman and 3 seniors. But Sprague stolen away. And that's Grace DeGrande with the steal and the putback, and Swampscott up 4-2. 1 minute gone here at Lynn English High School. Perry with a nice drive. Dish to Ruiz, little strong. Rebound Rosa, who is she is their leading player, top scorer. Might have taken a couple steps there, but no call. I'm going to get a foul here. Let's see if that's on Perry. It's on Ruiz. Her first. Each team with one team foul now. And Swampscott will be inbounding. Swampscott with the height advantage here. Swampscott's got a tall lineup here. They've got number 24 Sprague, has a good 2-3 inches on Ruiz. Now English in a zone. Started man-to-man, quickly passes out. And the long 3 is short by Katie Watts. Echevarria looking to drive. Gets it to Perry in the corner. That ball will stay. No, goes to Swampscott off of an English sneaker. So Swampscott with a large, tall lineup here. Sprague and Rosa. They set up underneath. Rosa curls out for 3. Nice interior passing here. Back out. Passing nicely. Cross court. And the shot doesn't dry. And Perry with the rebound. Nice pass. But stolen away nicely by Katie DeGrande. And Rosa looking for the ball. They get it to her a little late. And she has to throw it back. Now English on the break. Nice drive by Echevarria. She'll be on the line as she took it right to the basket. Nobody came to stop her, so she looked at dish and then took it right. No, foul before the shot. That'll be on DeGrande, Sophie DeGrande. Echevarria, nice block as she cut to the basket. Nice block by Watts. Mrs. Echevarria drives. Nice, strong move by Maylin as she's starting out with a lot of energy driving the lane. That foul is on Sprague, her second. And the third on Swampscott. To get it into Echevarria, a little, as they looped it into her and her little lay-in was just short. This is Watts with the pull-up. Neither team able to hit right now. Saved by Rosa. And gets back. Echevarria to Perry in the corner. Johnson cuts the lane. Ruiz has position, but under the basket. Reynoso, a little short. Ruiz with a nice rebound. And turns, pivots, and spins. And no, this is DeGrande with a nice pull-up. Little delay, change of pace, but neither team able to hit. First substitution for Swampscott. That's number 3, Brooks Stout in and Sprague out. DeGrande, Rosa. This is Watts. Yeah, nice passing, and that's Katie Watts for 3 as they moved that ball nicely. Swampscott 7-2. Perry, who missed the layup and caught her rebound, but she was standing on the end line there, so it'll go back to Swampscott. English with the first 2 points of the game, but Swampscott with the next 7, and they lead around the back by Rosa. This is DeGrande, a long 3, a little short. Johnson with the rebound. Gives it up to Echevarria. She'll bring it up. Perry. Johnson cuts the lane. And a lazy pass stolen away by Rosa. 1-on-2. Good defense by Echevarria. And they say that it went off on Echevarria. Nice hustle by Mei Lin. Ruiz is out. Stacy Abreu in. Swampscott ball. 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. Swampscott with 7 straight points and a 7-2 lead. DeGrande, only a freshman, but not shy about hoisting up those threes. Rosa cuts nicely. Shot won't go. Echevarria brings it up. Oh, she had Abreu under there. Didn't see her. Abreu. And Coach Mack calls a timeout as Abreu fighting for position. And Lynn English will take a timeout with 3:27 to go here in the first quarter. It's Swampscott 7, English 2. Oh, English will be inbounding. This is Perry inbound under the English basket. And looking for someone to cut to pass to. Abreu, nice give and go. Won't go though, it's English. With some tough luck. A nice give and go. Abreu to Perry and back, and she missed the lay-in. So English in a 2-3 zone. Reynoso and Perry up top. Echevarria, Abreu, and Johnson down low. Nice baseline drive. That was Sophie DeGrande. Nice move. And it's all Swampscott here. English looking for... They've had a couple opportunities. Knocked away by Watts. Good hands. And we'll get a hand check on Katie Watts. That's her first foul. 4th on the team. English has had some opportunities. A couple of easy misses by Echevarria, Abreu. But and Swampscott has been in the man-to-man the whole game here. Abreu, nice spin. Once again, Abreu all alone and can't convert. So English missing the layups. They'd be right in this game. This is Rosa. Long cross-court pass to Watts. Little short. Follows her own shot, but Perry steps in. And they're being trapped. Here comes Echevarria. Johnson for her first shot. Too strong, but Abreu tracks it down. Michela with a nice drive. First two attempts of the game. That time Michaela missed the three but followed her own shot nicely. 1:50 to go. They get it inside to Stout. Johnson. Echevarria brings it up and pulls it back out. Poked out by DeGrande. Substitutions for both teams. Number 10, KK Kearney, and for the Lady Bulldogs, Ruiz for Abreu. Reynoso had the first basket of the game, which was a baseline drive, and tough shot by Perry. And Reynoso comes down on the defender for a foul. Juliana, kind of an awkward shot. English switching back to, and Reynoso loses the handle. Kearney pulls it back out. Rosa calling for the ball. A long three, won't go. Reynoso to Johnson. Good defense by Swampscott. That's one of their calling cards. They are the second best defensive team in the conference to Peabody. Oh, nice pass. Won't go though. Nice interior passing. Rosa gets knocked down. So Swampscott with some crisp passing and tough defense, quick hands so far. They've kept the Lady Bulldogs really from breaking and really from getting into their offense. As I say, Lynn English has had their chances, but hasn't been able to convert the easy ones. Rosa makes the first. Her first points of the game. 38 seconds to go. So an 8-second difference here between the game clock and the shot clock as Rosa hits a pair. And they extend that lead back out to 7 again, 11-4. Echevarria drives, and she's fouled. She'll be on the line shooting 2. That foul on Brooke Stout. Maylin, couple of free throws. Short, barely drew iron. So virtually the same shot and game clock. 30.8 on the game, 30 shot clock. So Swampscott could hold for one if they want to. Second one rattles in and out. Nice rebound. Big rebound by Jessica Ruiz and puts it back in. Nice play by Jessica. This is Kearney. Nice to Stout. Nice passing. Quick passing in the interior. And less than 10 seconds. Ooh, a looping pass. Reynoso with the runner too short. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. So at the end of one complete here, it's Swampscott on top by a score of 11-4. As the coaches finish huddling up with the players, the Swampscott Big Blues vaunted defense has been in evidence here. I knew that final score for the first quarter was off because Ruiz had just put in a bucket and number 3 Stout had scored, so it was updated from 11-4, 13-6. Still a 7-point deficit. 5 team fouls for Swampscott, 3 for English as English inbounds. Johnson all alone, way too strong. Nice rebound by Abreu. Ooh, might have taken a couple steps, no call. Abreu and Johnson making the call for the ref there. And the ref confirmed Big Blue with the travel call and English inbounding. Abreu sets a pick for Johnson. This is Reynoso. We have a push-off on Reynoso. That's her second. 4 team fouls. English staying in that 2-3 zone. Rosa in the middle. Nice pass. That time stolen away nicely by Reynoso. Rosa and Reynoso. Rosa seemed a little perturbed at Kalia Reynoso's vigorous attempt to pull the ball out. And the refs talk to both of them. Ooh, Rosa all alone, they don't see her. 3 won't go. Nice rebound by Michela. Gives it up to Echevarria. Abreu looking to set up. Watch that 3 under there. Abreu's trying to feed her. They give it to Abreu. Her little runner. Nice. As Abreu with a nice touch. You wouldn't expect it. It looks like she's going to score right inside in the paint, but and that 3 by Kearney. But Abreu's got a nice touch. Swampscott's doubled up English, the largest lead of the game, 16-8. Perry, nice move by Juliana, but too strong. She took it right to the rack, but the English having trouble converting. They're beating the defender, but then having trouble converting. Long cross-court pass. Good defense by Johnson, as she tipped it away from Rosa. Ella Sprague in, Stout out. She had a nice stint. Scored a bucket and played well. DeGrande, nice bounce pass, but Sprague turns it down. Rosa from the corner for 3 as Swampscott just keeps that ball moving. Nice bounce passes inside. Not giving, and Coach Mack calls a timeout with 6:18 to go, and it's been all Swampscott. They're up 19 to 8, and they've been tough on both ends. These quick passes to play to inside the post. They've been hitting from outside. They've got Kearney with a 3, and Rosa just made one. Watts has a 3. For English, their offense has come from 4 different players. Michelle Johnson, Abreu, Ruiz, and Reynoso, all with 2s, but really haven't been able to get anything going. And when they have had their chances, they haven't been able to convert those layups. So let's see if they can figure out a way to handle that. It's a tough offense that Swampscott brings out there. They've got size, they can shoot, they can pass, and they can defend. They pretty much do everything. And Johnson, I guess I don't know who that technical was called on. Might have been on DeGrande. I don't know who it was on, but Johnson makes a pair. Michelle makes a pair. Those are 2 big free throws as English looking to get back in this one. They only trail by 6. And with the ball, Raven Rapley in, number 11. Perry, this is Echevarria for 3. Ooh, look good. Rapley got tripped up a little as she went for the ball, but no call, and good sportsmanship by both players. It was an inadvertent trip. Two minutes gone here in the second quarter. English looks like they're back going man-to-man. The zone, they were shooting over it, so Coach Mack decided to go zone. But the challenge here is they're up against a bigger team. Like the reach-in foul on Rapley. And both teams with 5 team fouls now. First on Rapley. And DeGrande to DeGrande. Long 3. Too short. Good rebound by Johnson. Michelle is an all-around player. She can pass, she can shoot. Rebound. Abreu against a much taller defender in Sprague, but she's got size on her. Nice spin move, back out to Perry. Drives the lane, back to Abreu. Just misses. Swampscott. DeGrande, nice drive. Pretty move by the freshman. Didn't look like she had space, but Echevarria gets tied up. Didn't like the call, but Kelsey McNeil getting ready to sub in for Rapley. Kalia Reynoso on the bench with 2 personals, and she's the engine that makes this team run. They can't afford to lose her. So Coach Charles has her on the bench at least for a couple more minutes. Nice bounce pass inside. Pretty move as Abreu cut. They found her and she scored. Nice play as Stacey Abreu, very active inside. Johnson, good defense, keeping her off the baseline. This is DeGrande. Wow. So she's leading the team, the freshman, with 7. Biggest lead of 9. Echevarria with a nice spin. Shot won't go. DeGrande wants the ball. She thinks she can beat Perry one-on-one, man-to-man. Ooh, nice. That was a nice backdoor cut by Rosa, but Watts led her a little too much as Swampscott with that veteran team with Watts, Rosa, and DeGrande, 3 seniors. And this timeout will be by the Big Blue this time. So we're just about midway through the second quarter here, and it's Big Blue on top, 21-12. Reynoso back in. I guess Coach Mack must feel that he needs her offense, her overall play in there, so hopefully she can play smart for the rest of this quarter, not pick up her 3rd. So Kelsey McNeil and Reynoso in the backcourt. Reynoso driving, just off. Nice drive. Reynoso picking up in the backcourt, all over Watts. Forces a turnover. She is a persistent defender. All over the ball, all over Watts there, forced that turnover. Abreu looking to sets a pick for Echevarria. Ooh. And DeGrande might have bailed out Maylin there with the foul because it looked like it might have been a travel, but that's only her first, I believe. Oh, second. 6 on Swampscott. Next one will put English on the line, shooting 1-1. Perry back in for McNeil. Ooh, Reynoso tried cutting the lane. Now Echevarria, they don't see her. Johnson setting up. Johnson curls. Good defense. So nice pass inside to Abreu. Spin move and Sprague as Stacey Abreu very active underneath. As Sprague has the height on her, but she's got the size. And she's been able to post up, and they've been doing a nice job getting her the ball. First one is short. That'll be the third foul on Sprague. So that's big. Abreu misses the first, misses a pair. No call, as a lot of contact but no call. Sprague will take a seat on the bench with the 3 fouls and Stout in. 3:04 to go here. We stay at 21-12. We've been stuck on that for a while now. Nice drive by Perry. Reynoso all alone. They just can't hit. Nice dish by Perry, but Reynoso unable to hit the 10, 12-foot jumper from the baseline. Tough pass by Watt. Good hustle by Johnson as she dove to try to grab that. Watts with a hard pass from only about 5 feet away. And that foul be on Echevarria. Long three, doesn't dry iron, and Stout out of bounds. English inbounding. So with 2:29 to go in the second quarter, Lynn English only 12 points so far, and as I say, Swampscott second to Peabody in points allowed, and so this is not a fluke. English, usually a pretty good scoring team. Nice block that time as Abreu spun. Good D by Juliana Perry, forced that turnover. Ruiz in for Abreu. So we came in to this quarter at Swampscott on top 13-6. English. So Swampscott's outscored English 8-6 in this quarter, but it's been 21-12 for the last 3-4 minutes. Reynoso open in the corner, but Johnson wants to take it herself. Nice drive by Michela. She took it to the hoop. She'll be on the line shooting. Let's see, yeah, shooting 2. That's the first one on Sophie DeGrande. And Michela tickles the twine. She is an excellent shooter, especially from 3. When she gets hot, beautiful. She has a high arcing free throw, but so far she's perfect, 4 for 4. I don't think she's touched the rim yet. English down by 7, looking to cut it to 5 or even 4 with the 3. English going man-to-man here. And got a hip check by Perry there. And that'll put Swampscott on the line shooting 1-1. That's a third on Perry. Big foul on Juliana, who takes a seat. And Rapley back in. Perry with 3. Reynoso with 2. First one short, but rebounded by DeGrande, so she gets her own rebound. Good defense by Ruiz. This is Watts for 3. Too short. Once again, Swampscott quicker to the ball. DeGrande with a long 3. That rattles out. And Johnson with the rebound. 1:15 to go. Echevarria. A silly foul by Rosa. That'll put Mei Lin on the line just to reach in. First one's good by Echevarria. That's her first point of the game. Brings English within 6. Short. Rapley, a tough defender. Echevarria on Rosa. They get it inside to Stout. Rosa. Ooh. Good. Nice give and go. Rosa to Stout and back to Rosa. Should be on the line shooting too. That foul. That's the second foul on Echevarria. First one is good. She can make her free throws. Rosa's shooting a second. Makes a pair. Swampscott by 8. Abreu with a pickup high. Echevarria kicks it out of bounds. As Stacey Abreu came up high to set that pick, and Echevarria drove but fumbled the ball. Next foul for English will put Swampscott in the double bonus. Watt. This is DeGrande for 3. No. Rapley pulls it back out. Reynoso. Nice dribbling by Kalia, but can't convert. And gets, I believe that was Reynoso, her third. So Reynoso missed the little lay-in and then a frustration foul as with 26 seconds to go, she commits that silly foul out of frustration, picks up her third, and puts Swampscott in the double bonus. So what could have been a 6-point lead could now be a 10 as Stout hits her first. Big turnaround there. Misses the second. So shot clock's off. Let's see if English holds for 1. 25 seconds. Johnson. Echevarria holds the ball. McNeil. Still plenty of time as they say it went. It looked like it went off McNeil, but they're going to give it back to English with 10 seconds as McNeil drove too early. And I believe that timeout was called by Coach Leonard of Swampscott. English with 10 seconds, shot clock off. They trail by 9, looking to cut it to 7 or maybe 6. English holding the ball for one last shot, but McNeil drove. The ball was slapped out. I think English got a break there. It looked like it went off her knee. So they still have a chance to cut into this lead. The possession before that, Reynoso with some nice Nice ball handling around the basket, but her lay-in rolled off the rim, and then she got called for the reach, and Swampscott came down and converted 1 of 2 to push that lead out to 9. English with 15 points, averaging 7.5 a quarter. Swampscott not that much better with 24. This is a low-scoring affair, but this is the way Swampscott plays. So let's see what Coach Mack has drawn up here. Abreu in. She's been good on the, they get it to her. No foul though, good block. 5 seconds to go. No fouls here, no fouls here. Rosa with a long 3, won't go, and that'll do it. As Swampscott walks off with a 9-point lead for English. Michaela Johnson leads the way with 6, followed by Stacy Abreu with 5. But not enough offense for Swampscott. They're scoring pretty well distributed. Nikki Rosa with 7. Sophie DeGrande, the freshman, with 7. And a number of other players with 3 apiece. So at the end of 1 complete here, it's Swampscott on top, 24-15. Save it for a timeout. Swampscott inbounding as we open up the 3rd quarter. English coming out. Swampscott with a 9-point lead. Reynoso with the rebound. Takes it 1-on-3. Ooh, and they get her, tough call. They get Reynoso on a charge. 1-on-3, and big foul in this game as Reynoso picks up 15 seconds into the 3rd quarter. She goes 1-on-3 and gets called for the charge. That's her 4th. And as I said, she is a huge piece of this offense. She takes a seat on the bench. Rapley and English in the zone. This time it looks like a 3-2 zone. Good hands by Michaela Johnson. Looks like a 3-2. Yep, Rapley, Johnson, and Perry. Ruiz comes out. Echevarria with the rebound. Gets it over half court. Perry. This is Rapley. Just Ruiz was the nice rebound. Blocked by Stout. A minute gone here. English just can't buy a bucket. Johnson inbounds. Ruiz quickly out to Perry. What they need here is Michaela Johnson to get hot from outside. Perry once again with a nice drive, but kind of out of control and way too strong off the backboard. Swampscott passing around the perimeter. And they get Echevarria on the push as Rosa tried to turn the corner, and Echevarria, I guess, got her with the hip. And 2 quick team fouls. That's the 3rd on Mei Lin. Stout back to Rosa. English now man-to-man. Ruiz with a strong rebound. Perry almost kicks it away. Stays low when she drives. Echevarria for 3. Just can't get on track. They don't have a 3 tonight. Rosa tries to bounce it underneath. Good hustle by English, and Perry goes to the floor to tie up the big blue. Abreu in, Ruiz out, as this has become part of Coach Mack's strategy here. He'll often switch out Abreu on offense and Ruiz for defense. Nice drive by Perry, and that time she got it to fall. Finally, her first bucket of the game. Stout looking for position, but they work it around the perimeter. DeGrande back to Rosa as Stout. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see. Stout with a little spin move, too strong. Perry. And Watt gets called for the reach in. And Coach Leonard calls timeout for the Big Blue with the score 24-17. We'll take a short break. 5:20 to go here. English trails by 7. They've led 2-0, and that was the last time they had a lead. And we're going to get a reach in here, as neither team real happy with the ref right now. That'll be the third foul on DeGrande. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Perry to Johnson. They get Johnson on the charge. A lot of fouls being called here in the third quarter. That's the second on Johnson. So English led 2-0. That was their last lead of the game. They've trailed since then. The largest lead has been 10 for Swampscott. Right now it's 7. Nice dish. Nice passing by Swampscott, but Stout can't convert. Quick dish, Rosa to Stout, but her shot rimmed out. Echevarria all alone. Can't convert. And it goes. Nobody picked up Echevarria, but she couldn't convert the wide open lay-in. This is Rosa all alone on the line. And we're going to get Echevarria on the travel as she fell over. So this game get a little out of control right now, as nobody real happy with. Ooh, Perry, nice play. Perry steals, but good hustle by Sophie DeGrande as she came racing down to knock that out of bounds. Very nice hustle as Perry on the steal of the inbounds pass, and DeGrande tracked her down and knocked it out of bounds. Kearney getting set to sub in from the scorer's table. She's in for Grace DeGrande, who has 3 personals. Kalia Reynoso picked up her 4th, 15 seconds into this quarter. Abreu, once again, Stacey Abreu, as they're not able to keep her out on those inbound plays, and she's been able to cut to the paint, and that time she scored and was fouled. Sophie DeGrande with a foul. Abreu looking to convert the 3, in English within 5. They're hanging in. Nice 3 as Abreu converts the 3. DeGrande, good help defense by Juliana Perry. This is Watt, turns down the 3. English man-to-man. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Rosa, no call. Watt, 7 seconds. Kearney, 5 seconds. Rosa, shot won't go. Rebound Abreu. So English with a chance to close the trail by 4. This is John Rapley shot gets blocked. Good defense by Swampscott. English outscoring Swampscott 8-3 here in the third quarter. Good hustle by, is that Rapley, as DeGrande went to the floor and Rapley dove on the ball. That'll stay with Swampscott. Stout out and Sprague in. Tallest, they've got a tall lineup in there with Sprague and Rosa. 5 seconds. Rosa loses it though, and wants a call, but there won't be any. As the shot clock was winding down, she drove the lane and lost the ball. English has not been this close in quite a while. We're under 3 minutes, trailing by 4. Both teams, 3 team fouls. Neither in trouble right now. Looking to get Michaela Johnson loose as Echevarria gets tied up as she drove the lane and stopped and gave Swampscott a chance to tie her up. 2 players came. So Perry will inbound. Abreu with the taller Sprague on her, but Echevarria with a nice drive that time, but bounces out. Malin can't buy a bucket. Nice move to the hoop, but won't go. Swampscott with only 3 points so far this quarter in the first 5 minutes. Sprague, DeGrande can shoot. She got bodied out. That'll be English ball. Kind of a wild shot from under the basket as DeGrande looking to make something happen. The shot really wasn't there. Perry. Johnson turns down the 3. This is Abreu. Echevarria. Oof. 15 seconds as Perry pulls it back out. Drives. This is Echevarria for 3. Way too long. DeGrande with the rebound. All alone, but couldn't convert. Neither team able to do much with the ball. This is Kearney for 3. Abreu with a strong rebound. 1:30 to go. Echevarria. Johnson for 3. Rapley. That ball stay with Lynn English as Michaela a little frustrated at she hasn't had many shot attempts, only a couple of threes, and maybe a little over anxious there. So 18 seconds on the shot clock. Neither of those shots, neither Johnson shot or the putback hit the rim, but it doesn't matter because that pass out of bounds. Neither team able to score here. It remains a 4-point game. Kearney, nice bounce pass back out to Rosa. This is Watt for 3. She gets it. Good ball movement, and Katie Watts with her second 3 extends that lead out to 7. 1 minute to go. English looking to Abreu sets a pick. Johnson, but Rosa all over. Echevarria cuts. Can't score. Abreu with the putback. Stacy Abreu leading the team here. Strong work off the offensive glass. A long 3 by, that's Grace DeGrande, as Swampscott with 2 threes in a row lead out to 8. Abreu won't go. Shot clock off, 25 seconds to go. Swampscott up 30-22. Sprague doesn't take the pick. Nice pass, but stolen away with 10 seconds to go. Johnson brings the ball down. Long cross-court pass to Perry. 5 seconds. Abreu, too short, and that'll do it. Stacey Abreu, baseline jumper wouldn't go. And English had cut that lead to 4, but Swampscott scores the last 4 points to extend that lead out to 8 at 30-22 as we head into the fourth quarter. Stacey Abreu keeping English in the game. She's leading the way with 9 points. High score for English. Then comes Michaela Johnson with 6. And a number of other girls with 2. But Stacey Abreu, strong game underneath. And that's really been, she had, 5 English. Scored 9 points. She had 5 of them in that quarter. And for Swampscott, they had 6 of their 9 points came on threes. They've converted 1, 2, 3. They have 6 threes in this game for 18 points. English has none. So we're ready to head into the fourth and final quarter. Reynoso back on the court, as I mentioned. Picked up her 4th seconds into the third quarter. And Ruiz in for Abreu. Rapley stays in. For Swampscott, Kearney stays in. Good defense as Ruiz steals it away. Perry stays real low when she brings it up. Tough to steal that ball away from her, but they've got to find some offense here. English crosses Reynoso. Had Ruiz, but didn't see her. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Perry all alone. Reynoso way too short. Swampscott ball as that ball didn't draw iron. Reynoso a little rusty. She's been on the bench quite a bit the whole third quarter. So Swampscott with an 8-point lead. Their largest of the game was 10. They're looking to duplicate that here. DeGrande, nice drive. Pretty move, strong drive to the basket by Sophie DeGrande. And English needs to answer here. This is Reynoso, little short. Ruiz with the rebound. Rapley can't convert. Rapley again, short. And 3 shots, and finally Raven Rapley puts one in. English hanging in. Good move by Rosa, drives the baseline. Back out to Kearney. She drives, dishes to Sprague, but can't convert. Nice no-look pass, Kearney to Sprague. Tipped away, though. 2-on-1. This is DeGrande. Miss as Rosa misses. And Coach Mack complaining that he called a timeout. Let's see if he got it. I believe they gave him the timeout as Rapley was on the court before she got tied up. We'll see in a second. Looked like he had the timeout. A little frustrated that he wasn't given the call immediately. 6:12 to go here. English hanging in there, but 8 points is a lot to overcome in a game like this. English just unable to really hit anything from outside. No threes all night long. Mostly all their points coming from right in the post. And English should have the ball, should be inbounding under their own basket. English caught a break there as I believe that was Sprague or Rosa, unable to hit that easy lay-in on the 2-on-1 break. Very few breaks in this game, fast breaks. Both teams getting back. Here we go. Swampscott has stayed in the man-to-man all night. English. This is Johnson. Turns down the 3. Runner won't go. Good drive by Michela. And Kearney all alone. Nice play. As just as I say that, Kearney broke as Swampscott got the rebound and they're looking to pull away here. First break in a while, and Johnson turns down the 3 with Rosa all over. Echevarria and Kearney again, but pulls it back out. Smart player. DeGrande drives. And Swampscott starting to put some distance between them on 3 drives to the hoop. And Coach Mack calls a quick timeout here as 3 straight drives to the basket has opened up that lead to 12, their largest lead of the game. And Swampscott leads by a score of 36-24 with 5:16 to go. We rolling? Lady Bulldogs with the ball. Ruiz sets a pick. Johnson for 3. Too strong. Really hasn't had a chance tonight to get in a rhythm, and tough to find it now. English pressing. This is Sprague back out to Kearney. Turns down that 3. Good hustle by Reynoso to knock it out of bounds. Kalia with only 2 points, and that was on the first bucket of the game. Hasn't scored since. Rosa to Grace DeGrande. Passes it back out. Swampscott content to use clock now. Long cross-court pass to Kearney. Too short, but Rosa passes it back out. Weak side rebound. Nice play by Rosa. Using clock, 4:30. A drive goes for Nikki Rosa. And it's been all Swampscott here in the fourth quarter, outscoring English 8-2. Perry, nowhere to go. Johnson can't handle it. And they get Johnson for backcourt. Good sportsmanship by Rosa, as 2 Swampscott players offer to help her up, but she decides she'll wait for her own players to give her a hand. And as a backcourt violation, as Johnson ran it down but couldn't touch it in the backcourt. 4 minutes to go. Kearney. A pick by Sprague. Back out to Grande. Good defense by Reynoso. This is Grace DeGrande, way off. Reynoso open, but too late, as she was able to get it. They waited too long, but Reynoso was able to recover it, but couldn't put it in, kind of off balance. Rosa for 3, and Swampscott pulling away here in the fourth quarter. As they've extended that lead to 17. Sprague over the back. Neither team in real foul trouble. That'll be the 4th on Swampscott, only 3 on English, with 3:12 to go. English inbounding. Echevarria back out to Perry. Turns down the 3. They got to start hoisting them. But prefers to drive. Nothing there. Good rebound by Perry. Couldn't put it back in. Abreu, 3 chances, but they couldn't put it back in. And DeGrande trapped in the backcourt. She is a skilled player for a freshman, Kearney. And the ball is kicked as Kearney was trying to bounce that into Sprague. Number 5, Sophie DeGrande has had an excellent game. You wouldn't know she was a freshman. Good cut, tied up as Sprague gets tied up by Echevarria, and possession arrow English. Number 1, that's Emerson Laundry in for Grace DeGrande. So Laundry makes her first appearance. And English, once again, try to get it into Abreu. Ooh, and Abreu with a hard foul. They're fourth. And Kelsey McNeil in, and she'll be replacing Echevarria. Nice cut by Sprague. Beautiful play. In the post to Sprague, and a nice bounce pass to a cutting Rosa. Swampscott a very Abreu inside. The best passing team we've seen, English has seen this year. They're always looking for each other. As Sprague at the foul line looks for the ball. DeGrande Johnson got the ball, but got a piece of DeGrande too, and she'll be on the line shooting too. As Michela came and blocked it, but and Alana Espinosa making her first appearance here. She'll replace Abreu. And for Swampscott, number 21 here. Nice steal by Reynoso, all alone. Can't. That's the night in a nutshell. So many of those shots either didn't quite make it over the rim or bounced out, and they just couldn't convert. The chances they had. Long cross-court pass. That is number 21, Justin. That's Chloe Rakarskis for 3. Splash. .110 to go. This game much closer than the final score. It was only a 9-point game as DeGrande gets fouled as she goes to the basket. It was a 9-point game coming into the fourth quarter here. English trailed 8 points, 30-22. They've been outscored 14-2 here in the fourth quarter. It's been all Swampscott. Or I'll say 16-2, make that 17-2. As Perry out, Rapley in. As DeGrande makes the first. Makes a pair. And Swampscott has doubled up English 48-24. Reynoso looking for something. This is McNeil. Reynoso. Little short. And rebound Swampscott. 40 seconds on the clock, the game clock. No need for Swampscott to shoot. Just going to work that ball. English still playing hard. Nice pass to Rosa, back out. Another 3. This one short. And we get a foul that time. Let's see who that's on. Foul on Rosa, but neither team in the penalty. So English will inbounds with 20 seconds to go. Shot clock off. Maybe the last possession of the game. Reynoso drives and throws it out of bounds. So Swampscott will be content to just dribble this one out and walk off with a big win here. But no, that ball was kicked out by Rakowskis. And English with one more opportunity here. Reynoso quickly up court. Pick, a long three, too short, and that'll do it as the buzzer sounds and English soundly beaten by Swampscott. But as I say, as the girls shake hands, game much closer than the final score. English only trailing by 8 heading in to this final quarter, but they are outscored 18-2 in the final quarter. Just ran out of gas, and they fall to Swampscott 48-24. Quick wrap up here for English. High scorer was Stacy Abreu with 9, and Johnson with 6 led the way. For Swampscott, the freshman Sophie DeGrande with 13 to lead the way, and Nikki Rosa finished with 14. So 14 for Rosa and 13 for DeGrande. Swampscott with 9 threes on the night for 27 points. English with none, and that kind of part of the difference in this game is English just could never find any offense, never could hit from outside. Swampscott with an excellent team, both offensively and defensively, and they just wore English down and dominated the final quarter, and they take a 48-24 win. They go to 4-0 in the conference and 7-1 overall. English, with their 4th straight loss, their record is now 5-5, and they fall to 2-3 in the conference. So that'll do it for my camera people, Louis De Leon and Dustin Wen. This is Ken Vorspan saying we'll see you the next time.